It's something that's probably become more common because of social media, looking at other people's lives and always thinking the grass is greener. Well, life coach Jasna Burza has some ideas on how to escape the comparison trap. Good morning, Jasna.
Good morning, Susan Elizabeth.
You know, I was talking with our producer, and we were talking about how it's hard not to fall into the comparison trap and compare yourself to others.
Oh, it is so hard, and it has become increasingly more difficult with the advent of social media. But if there's one thing that can bring us all peace right here, right now, if you're listening to this, is that we all experience it. It is common across every single, it's the common variable for every single human on planet Earth. But there are certain things that I do believe that we can really do to not fall into the trap of that just envy and comparison and that icky feeling of not enoughness.
And you said validate yourself.
Yes, but we're constantly looking for others or our achievements or things we do or the highlight reel to validate who we are. No one can give us that. Like you and I always talk about the inner, right? When we start feeling that pain from comparison, we can ask ourselves, what are the external events, circumstances, influences that I have allowed to guide my life, whether it's accidentally or intentionally? And when you know that, you can say, okay, well, wait a minute. Now I know where this is coming from. And then you can also tell yourself, I don't need this gadget or this vacation to validate who I am as a human being. And I think that that is a very important first step.
Okay, and then social media, you mentioned that earlier. You can unfollow people or not spend time online. I mean, there's even been celebrities. I thought, I don't feel good about myself when I look at their photos. I'm not going to follow them anymore.
Right, ta-da! You can click that unfollow button or just altogether step away, right? Social media, unfortunately, it's a tool, right? It's not good or bad, but it can be a trigger of comparison prison, like I call it. So stop following those people. You know, I also really want to reiterate this. I'm a coach and I work with a lot of people that people follow. And very often there's a disconnect, unfortunately, with personal lives and the lives that we represent to others. Really remember that it is a highlight reel. I am not posting pictures when I first wake up in the morning and haven't had coffee. So just remember that we're not sharing our worst moments, we're sharing the highlight reel. If we can just remember that, we can be like, okay, wait a minute, I can clean up nicely too, right?
And affirm your own life.
Oh my goodness, this is amen, amen, amen. So I really do believe that when we step away from comparison and we don't look at what others have, I think we have lead very interesting lives. It's only when we see what others are doing, we're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I'm not cool enough or I'm not doing enough. So I'll give you an example. I love my garden. I hope you'll come over one day. It is like this beautiful oasis with bunnies and birds and flowers. And then sometimes I'll go on Pinterest or IG and I will see these beautifully curated gardens like, well, wait a minute. Maybe my garden is not as great, right? So I think it's a change in perspective. My heavenly oasis became not so heavenly in an instant. Focus on what you do have, right? What is working? Because I do have an incredible garden. I can use that in inspiration to add more and make it even prettier. But I already have such a beautiful, beautiful space. So affirm what you have and focus on what you do have versus what you don't have.
Okay, and another tip I think our viewers are going to love is honoring the season you are in.
How important. I remember when my kids were very little, Susan Elizabeth, seeing my girlfriends with tip-top, in tip-top shape, doing all the things, traveling the world and growing their careers. And I was covered with vomit. And I just felt like, oh my God, I lost the game of life. And now my kids are a little bit older. I am working out, I'm traveling, experiencing life, and they're the ones with the little ones really struggling. It is a season. It is a season. Your season is not a prison. It's just a season. And tell yourself, I'm in a season of life. It's not going to last. And I can change this and I can turn it around when a new season comes. Real powerful reminder.
Yeah, that is really powerful. And just to, I mean, some of us, no, we're not as fast as this athlete, or we don't look like this model, or we're not a gourmet chef. Accept that, move on, right?
Accept and move on. Precisely. I can't sing for the life of me, right? And that's only reserved for the shower. It's better that I don't. So it's not a skill that I possess. I have great peace with that. But like I tell my husband all the time, I have other fine qualities. And then I can really accentuate those. And also, I think we can use it as an inspiration. There's certain things that we can use to work on. For example, if you see an incredibly confident person and you feel like you lack in confidence, well, guess what? We've talked about it here on Sunday morning. Confidence is a muscle. So use that as an inspiration. First, acceptance. Okay, I could work on that. And number two, as an inspiration to work on yourself.
And we should celebrate others too.
Yes. So this is my favorite aspect of it all. It is difficult because we don't want to be happy. We want what they have. But when we are happy for others, quantum physics states that we're all one. There's this incredible mesh that we're all interconnected. Mystics have said it for millennia. When we set that energy, good energy for someone else, what happens is that we're enveloping ourselves with that energy, and that good comes back to us. And lastly, even without that selfish need to have it come back to us, it will feel so good to be happy for others. And when we are happy, we're not envious and we're not in the comparison prison. We have inner peace, and I'm here for it.
I love it. We're all running different races. Thank you, Jasna.
Amen. Such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.